Hey River families, it's Miss Taylor. I am so glad to be talking to you today because we have something very exciting to talk about. So a lot of you know, and if you haven't heard yet, you're about to, but come this August, we are going to be making the official switch from our current curriculum program that we use during Sunday school in River Kids. We're going to be making the switch to Orange. And Orange is an amazing company, organization who a lot of you have probably heard of. The River actually used Orange many years ago and we took a break, but we are coming back. And we just believe that Orange stands for everything we want our ministry to be and everything we envision God doing in our ministry. And I'll just say on a personal level, I could not love Orange more. I really couldn't. I have the most confidence in this organization out of the many that we have searched for, the many that we have tested out in our classrooms this year. I think Orange is just the right fit for us. Earlier this year, I got to go through some training with Orange. I participated in one of their master classes online and it was phenomenal. And I just got on this Orange kick and I couldn't wait to just wrap it up and tell all of our team about it and just all of us implementing some of these ideas. And one of the ideas that I love most about Orange that I think is going to be the most powerful here at the River is their idea that church and the home, they need to partner together when it comes to the spiritual development of these children that God has gifted to us. And we could not agree more with that here at the River and in River Kids. That's huge. That's why we do family events. That's why we give you resources online and newsletters and all of that. But Orange actually equips us as a church to kind of simplify that process of equipping you at home. And one of the ways it does that is through a really awesome app called ParentCue. So ParentCue is an app that we are going to start utilizing as a ministry, and we could not recommend you download it more. It is going to be an awesome tool for you and your family to have at the tip of your fingers. I really believe that. And so ParentCue is really going to emphasize this idea that Orange stands on called the Phase Project. And basically what that means is that Orange as a company has spent years and years and years researching and learning and analyzing children at every unique phase of life from birth to first kindergarten and first grade and all of the grades all through high school. And they have learned about each specific phase a child is in during those years and how they learn during that phase, how they're developing during that phase, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, what they're capable of learning about God in those phases, how we can best parent them, how we can best teach them. And so the Phase Project, it shapes their curriculum, but it also shapes ParentCue. And so ParentCue is an app that is going to help you become the parent you want to be. That is not my words. That is not me saying that you have a lot of room up for improvement. That's just me relaying what ParentCue stands for. They desire to help you achieve that goal by helping you understand your children's phases better and better. And so the way we are going to use ParentCue as a church is we are going to be able to upload your weekly curriculum into ParentCue. The Monday before we teach it, it will be in your app for each age group, each phase on that Monday morning. It will be there. It will be ready for you to begin that conversation at home before we even have that conversation at church. Because again, we believe that the conversation starts at home when it comes to all topics. And so ParentCue will also provide you as a parent with custom tailored tips and tricks and conversation starters and activities and devotionals for your child in their unique phase. So I'm going to screen share in just a minute and walk you through kind of how to use the app so you have a better grasp and handle of it. But once you download the app and you make your free account, you're going to get to enter each of your children into your family on ParentCue, and it's going to put that child based on their birth date into their phase. And so when you click on that child in the app, everything you see is going to be tailored to right where they are. It's not going to be things you have to modify for a younger child or kind of beef up for an older child. It's going to be right where your child needs, right what you need to meet that child where they are. That's what we love about Orange and ParentCue. One of the reasons we also highly recommend that you download ParentCue is we are going to start as a ministry using it as a heavy communication device. So It's no secret we love emails. We love sending emails because there's always so many things to say and share and make sure you know are coming up. And a lot of that can be done through the app, which there's lots of pros for. So it's also going to help us kind of simplify that Sunday morning email you get every Sunday at 8 a.m. and to the point where maybe one day we'll get to just do a monthly email with just some things that you really don't want to miss and all of that. But because your curriculum is going to be on the app, because we're going to be able to send you notifications about upcoming events and things you need to know about River Kids in the app, it's going to just be a one-stop shop where you'll be able to access all of that information on your own time, at your own will. It's not going to flood an inbox. It's going to be there. It's going to stay there. It's going to be a great resource for you. So in addition to what we are going to physically upload to ParentCue as far as curriculum and events and upcoming things, ParentCue also just automatically gives you access to tons and tons and hundreds of articles and resources and videos and devotionals, all for your child, all for you as you lead your child in their unique phase. It's really a great tool. It's a great resource. If you just come across an issue with your child, they're asking you questions about something spiritually that you don't feel prepared for to answer, you can go to ParentCue and you can pull up that topic and it is going to be there and it will provide for you and help you through that. And so we are excited about what that can do in those hard conversations as you lead your child to that lasting faith. So I think the best way for us to do this, to get a better handle on this app, what it is, why we're doing this, is to screen share with you and show you kind of what the specifics of this app are, how you can utilize it for your family, how to even just navigate the app, because there's a lot of moving pieces. But I really think after a few weeks, we're all going to fall in love with this app and this resource and be better off loving these kids, loving God because of ParentCue. However, I do need to let you know that you are going to see something in ParentCue you might not like. And I don't want that to alarm you, but because of a phase project, Orange really loves to emphasize how much time you have left with your child. And what that means is, how many weeks do you have with your child in their phase until they graduate high school? So that's their philosophy, is that that time is not that long. I know that I say we only get 1 hour a week with your children, and that doesn't feel like a lot to us, but in the grand scheme of things, you might feel like you have so many hours left with your child through elementary, through middle school, through high school, but it is going to go quick, and Orange knows that. And so they like to empower families to know that that time is quick, but you have really something awesome to give your children during that time. And so when you download the app and make your account and enter all of your children, it's going to put them in their phase, as I said, but by each child's name, you're also going to see a physical countdown of how many weeks you have left. And that number is going to go down and down and down. And I don't want that to depress you. I don't want that to stress you out, but I want that to motivate you that really, like I said, our time is short with these kids and we have so much to offer them. So let's be as empowered as we can, as equipped as we can, and tap into all the resources possible to make our time count and lead these children to know and love God like crazy. So I wanted to give you that warning because you're not going to like it. I know it's hard to look at, but it is a powerful reminder, and so I'm grateful that it's there. So let's go ahead and screen share and look at this app for ourselves. All right, so when you open ParentCue and you have successfully entered all of your children into your family, you will get to see all of them kind of in this little carousel cycle like you are now. These are all my example children I have made in the app. And you'll see there is that weekly countdown I was talking about, how many weeks you have until that child graduates high school. And that little circle, that little green circle around their name, that is also going to go down and down. And then on the church tab, you'll be able to connect to the River Church using location services on the app once you have an account. That's where you're going to see information on the ministry, events coming up. The news tab is where you'll see the different alerts that I send out if you miss one. And then once you go to the little PC button on the bottom there, if you click on any of your children, you are going to get access to their weekly curriculum. And again, that's going to be uploaded the Monday before it's taught. And you can see that we're scrolling past right now different little weekly tips that ParentCue is going to provide for you based on your child's phase of life. And so if you go to the toddler example, you're going to get to see a video for the week that kind of talks about what we're going to learn about in Sunday school. And again, there's those little weekly tips that are tailored per your child's phase. And if you click that Find Activities and More Online button, ParentCue is going to just flood you with a bunch of resources for your child's phase. So again, just another example, we're in the preschool child right now. You're going to see your memory verse for the week. You're going to see that video, a little blurb about this week's story, just more tips, more resources, and of course, ParentCue is going to plug some of their stuff there at the bottom. It wouldn't be a business if they didn't. So you'll see that for each child regardless of their age. And then under the More tab at the bottom, that is where you will find access to articles and resources and the ParentCue store itself. And you can also access more resources on Orange itself as a company through this tab. But you can see just spot on with the trending topics that are going on right now. Orange is doing a lot of things about parenting with mental health in mind right now. And there's a little promotion for the app itself. So here we have the ParentCue store, and this is where you can get merch, you can get books, anything. If you just fall in love with the concept of ParentCue and Orange and want to support them, that access is there as well. But of course, that is just completely up to you. But there are awesome, awesome resources, courses, online workshops that you can work through that really are great tools that we would highly recommend. Well, families, thank you for sticking with me today. Thank you for learning more about ParentCue. We hope you're looking forward to downloading it and for the future of River Kids using Orange. We absolutely cannot wait and are so thankful that God let us do this program and all of the awesome tools that come with it. So check it out, get your family uploaded, and start leading your kids to that lasting faith.